Hello everyone, this is Clay with another update on MuviToon Studios. Okay, right off the bat you may see something different. The timeline. Well, I've been trying different types of timelines, experiment with different ones. Couldn't quite find the right one, and then someone suggests to use the Cartoon Animator 5 style timeline. And Cartoon Animator 5's timeline stretches all the way across the bottom. So I figured I'd try that. And so far, I kind of like it. Of course, later on, I'll add a button where you can open and close it. So when you close it just minimizes down to the bottom, and you open it back up again, it'll raise back up to the top. Back up. Not to the top, but it'll raise back up. So that may work for me because, for one, not like with MovieZoo where you can just take the timeline, drag it out of the menu somewhere else on another monitor. Well, Unity doesn't support that, so I'm trying to. I mean, I could make it support it, but it would be tons of work and coding and everything in order to do that. And then I have to buy components and stuff like that, and I'm already on a tight budget with this project. So I'm going with this method for right now. Maybe later on down the line when MovieToon, you know, gets a little popular in that, maybe I'll add that feature. But maybe by then I'll have enough money to buy all the components and stuff. But this timeline works pretty good. I like it. So I mean, right now if I scroll on it, maybe other things in the view may move around too along with it. That's because I haven't code the timeline only click on you or move around on you, nothing else. I'll get to that soon. I just added this timeline. So, and I got everything working. Okay, so let me move the camera way out of here, out of the way. And before I go any further, let's bring that camera back. All right. So, because there's things I want to show you. Okay, since I added the timeline, I already went ahead and created the camera cuts. And the camera cuts will be along the top line of the timeline, right here, the top track. So this is where all the camera cuts will go, on the very top. Okay, and I'm going to work on the alignments and that, so they're not quite lined up on the labels, but that's that's not a big worry to even worry about right now. So So right now I'm going to show you. I say right now I've only got one camera. Okay. And I did added a feature for each camera that you're on. You can click on its preview and you'll go inside that camera and you'll see what that camera sees, which I thought would be a good, you know, feature for that. That way you can see what's going on. And I'm going to add a snapshot button where you can take a snapshot of whatever you got there. And then and to get out of there, you can click back to editor's view and you'll go back to the editor's view. Okay, so now show you the camera cuts. First, we need to add a couple of more cameras. Okay, and I will update this right here with so the cursor or the mouse will stay on the camera or a prop or character. Yeah, but those are small worries right now. Right now, I'm concentrating on the core features of MovieZoo. Once I get these core features of MovieZoo working, not MovieZoo, I'm sorry, MovieToon. I don't know why I keep saying MovieZoo. I guess we all miss it. But once I get the full core features completed for MovieToon Studios, then I'll go back and tweak and uh, everything else and make everything work, move around right. But like I said, that's small worries. You don't have to worry about right now. So back to the camera cuts. Okay. we're going to add another camera right about here. So we'll click on the add, and I will make a hotkey for that so you don't have to keep pushing the plus. Okay. So we'll just have these cameras facing each other like that. I'll have that camera facing that camera. Okay. And I'll back up, move over here. Then we'll add a camera there, and we'll just have this camera facing those cameras. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 cameras. So I'm going to do the first cut. Now, once I do the cut, for some reason, when I made the camera cut script, it's telling the cameras to switch views. Like I just showed you, you click on the button and you'll go in the view of that camera. For some reason, that script is telling it to do the same thing. So once I click on the camera cut button, it it's going to switch to that camera view. That's something else I got to fix. I didn't think it was going to do that, but it did. Okay, so right now, where the camera cut feature is turned off, I got to turn off on and off button. The reason why I did it like that, I'm trying to eliminate a lot of clutter. So, like in MuviToon, if you go up to the top and you see create camera cuts, or direct, I'm sorry, you go to direct and then it'll say camera cuts. You click on that, and then another little window pops up with all its little uh, camera previews you click on. I don't want to do that, so I'm trying to save room, space, prevent the clutter. So I decided to use the same camera view right at start. One camera view. The camera view will do add camera, select camera, and then it'll do the camera cuts all in one. I figured that would be the best option for this. Okay, so now let's turn on camera cuts. All right, and I'll have the first camera cut at 5. So I'm going to do camera 2. Okay, and you see how it switched to camera two's view? Well, not supposed to happen, but I'll go back and fix that. It's only supposed to happen when you click on the camera, that camera's preview screen. Like I said, I got to go back and fix that. Okay, so we'll go back to director's view, and then we'll go over here to 10, and we're going to go to camera cut 1. So you got the camera cut 1 there. We'll exit out of that, and we'll go to 15, and then we'll do camera cut 3, like so. And then I'll exit out of that. So I am going to push stop. You push stop, it resets the timeline. Okay, so and you can pause it. Pause is the best option whenever you're doing any kind of editing through the timeline. Okay, so we'll play back the camera cuts, and you'll see the camera switch, either both views or one view, or the camera preview and the camera preview window. So just watch that. One, this is a little off, but the timing is a little off on the clips, but the timing on the timeline is correct. It's just the clips. I'll make the judgments on that. That's just another small worry. So you notice how it switches view. So that's the camera cut. The camera cuts are completed. That's done. I just got to tweak it a little bit. So if you don't want the camera cut at that certain spot, you can drag it and move it around. Okay. Or if you don't want the camera cut, you can just right click it. The little pesky little playhead wants to get in your way. So that's no biggie. No biggie. I ain't gonna worry about that right now, but there we go. So we got that. So we got the camera cuts working. So I'm going to delete all of my cameras but one. You can't, it won't let you delete the first camera Uh, movie zoo it would, but let's see, where is that first camera at? Let me out of here. There it is, right there. All right. So that's the camera cut system. Now the next thing I want to do is show you another completed feature. Let me expand that a little bit because you can't see those little lines right there. That's my menu button. so, like I said, this is still in edit mode. All right, so we're going to drag that camera out of the way. All right, so we're not going to mess with that camera right now. We need it out of our way. All right, so let me. Oh, what I'm going to do is we need the camera preview out of the way too. So we'll click on that menu bar. We'll click on the direct scene. That'll hide that. That'll show it and hide it. Okay. So we're going to do grandpa. We're going to select the grandpa. These characters don't have any faces yet because I have to make the attachments for all that. That's going to be my next big core feature I got to work on. So we'll back up a little bit. We don't want them too close to them. Let's get closer to the ground. Of course, you can drag up and down as well. Whatever how you like to work uh, your directions. Okay, so we got Grandpa here, and what we're going to do is where it says add expressions and actions. I'm putting it all in one deal, so it's going to be different categories, and I might redesign the windows for those. So we'll click on this, and they're not draggable right now, but they will be. We'll click on this and we'll show you create path. So here's the path feature. So now you got uh, waypoint mode, which lets you draw out your path. Then I got walk path, run path, and stop path. Now I may do away with these because all we really need are these two right here because these two save to the timeline. Or I can keep those and we'll just let the camera follow the character. I mean, I might, but we'll see. Right now, I was just concentrating adding the walk path to the timeline. So we're going to go ahead and create a walk path for Grandpa. So we just click on the dots. We'll get a little closer to it. We'll zoom the dot, create a dot, create a dot. Okay, now let me show you some more cool little features with the you have to excuse me, I'm cold. My brother keeps the air conditioning on too low. But he has to have it that way. I mean, he's got medical conditions. So anyway, so let's say like we want to edit the path, the path. So you can just click on the waypoints and drag them around. Or if you put your mouse right on the line and then push shift and then right click the button. Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta get right up underneath that thing. There you go. And you can add another waypoint and you can adjust those. Whoops. You can adjust those. It's really touchy. Sorry, I'm freezing, so I'm a little shaky right now. And if you don't want that waypoint, you can just right click it and you can get rid of it. So, and I will make it to where you can put it up in the air so you can have airplanes and stuff like that too. Um, since I already got the waypoint and the path system works, I can just add that extra feature to it. Okay, so now let's whoops, we'll click on the wall. Well, let's click on that to get us out of there. I'm going to have to fix it to where um, another button that'll stop us from creating more waypoints. We'll paste that character right there. and we're going to go to 5 on the timeline, and I'm going to click Save Path Log. Now, these two buttons say the same thing because I duplicated this button, but I changed the script features around on it. So we're going, this is supposed to be Save Walk Path. So once I push this, it'll add the clip to the timeline, like so. Okay, so now if I start at the beginning, I'll wait until it hits the clip, then he'll start walking. He'll follow the path. They turn green whenever you click on them, the characters do. I'm going to change that. Maybe I'm going to do it like a little red outline like MuviToon does. So, all right. So that's one character. One character. Okay, so we're going to move Grandpa back over here. All right, so I'm going to click on another character and I'm going to do Strong Guy. All right, Strong Guy's right there. Okay. So we're going to move right at the same area into the timeline, and we're going to create a waypoint path system for this character. We're going to create a path for this character. So we'll click on path mode, or waypoint mode, I'm sorry, and we'll just draw out our path for him, like so. And then you have to click on the character. Whoops. Where did that at? I'll get rid of that. Then you'll have to click on the character to select them. Because whenever you select a character and you have that path made, and then you push the save point, well, that character will walk that path. You don't have to use a certain path for each character. You can just make the path, put your character there, and keep the path open, and click the character and save point, and then that path will be assigned to that character. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so we're going to click create path for him. Then you got both of them. Now the way the system works on that, if I have multi-path for different characters, it's going to save all those paths for each character, and they can all move at the same time, go in different directions, or wherever you got it, you want to have. So I'm going to go to the beginning, push play, and both of these characters should move at the same time. So that worked. Whoops, I didn't mean to turn it off. Damn it. My bad. I pushed the wrong button. I got a habit of doing that. I don't know why, but it's just me. So we're going to redo that again. So I'm going to hide that. Move this camera back over here out of the way. Let's get Grandpa back. So anyway, I showed you that you can have more than one path for a lot of characters. But there's one thing I didn't show you yet. So I'm going to recreate that path. Click on that. A little shaky. A little freezing my butt off. All right. So we'll click on that so it'll get us out of there. So we'll click around. Like I said, I got to make a button to get us out of that, or a hotkey. I'm going to create hotkeys for everything. So whenever I make the user's manual, you'll have all of that in there. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click save path to the timeline for that character. Let's see. Play it. Make sure it works. It should. Okay. And another thing too, whenever uh, I need to fix it to wherever you stop it and it resets back to the beginning of the timeline. I need to make it where everything starts over, even the character. So I haven't done that yet. Another small little worry. Not important right now. Not until I get all the core stuff done. But what you can do is too, if you want the time, well, I'm freezing my butt off and I can't do this. Okay, so if you don't want the character to walk at right at that time, you can change the time by just dragging the walk path around. Okay. All right. So if you notice the walk path, how big it is. Okay, now uh, let's create another walk path. Okay. So you can create longer walk paths. Okay, you can like maybe click a waypoint and put one way over here, and then this will grow. It'll be a little longer. And also, the more waypoints you add to it, it will make it longer as well. So let's click on the character. Let's click on the character and say walk path. Now you see how longer it is, the clip. So that is a long walk path. Okay, that is a long walk path. Okay, but say you want to edit that walk path. You don't like it, something's not right. And you say, well, I need to edit. So what you do is you click, go left click, and bring it back up. That damn pesky little playhead, I need to make it to where he stays out of the way. So yeah, then you can click on it and bring it back up, and you can edit whatever you want to do to it. You know, make any changes or make it longer. You can make it longer and everything. So like go around a light pole or go around a tree, walking through a pasture, and you know. So and once you edit it, click on the Phillips. Once you edit it, make sure you click back on the character and save that walk path. And what it does, it just saves it back to the same one. You just save the editing to it. Okay, and then if you want to get rid of it, you can just right click. So it's left click to edit, bring it back up, and it's right click to delete it. That damn pesky playhead. Right, so, and we'll just click that one too. So that's pretty much uh, the two of the core features, which the camera system, the camera cuts, and waypoints and walk paths. Okay, that is the two major uh, core features that I needed to work on, and I completed it. Just a need a little bit of touch up, which I will do that once everything is done. I'll go up, back and touch everything up. And this right here, I'm going to make this shorter to where it won't, the timeline won't overlap it. And I will have lip sync and everything. That's my next features that these are the other two core features I need to implement. So, so what I'm going to do is also it has the action clip, so basic actions. So these are in there too. So we'll take this character here. All right, so and then we're going to click wave, add wave, which is not supposed to do that. It kind of plays before it gets there. That's another tweak I need to work on. I mean, the timeline is accurate. It's just the clips on. I gotta adjust the clips, and uh you can move them around, or if you want to You can also expand it if that damn pesky playhead will stay out of my way, or you can delete it. Okay, that playhead wants to tackle me. Okay, and then you can add dance. Oh, there's dance, and we could do it the same thing for another character. You have what we already. Let's put the alien. Put the alien right here. Click on him. Have him do the wave. His track is created, and all of his little clips are created. So the timeline works like a timeline, and I'm pretty proud of this one, right? Because I got it working. The only thing I need to do is add more of the buttons, like tool select, skip, to skip the frames or whatever, left and right. Then I need to add the zoom button. I will also make it to where you can expand it a little bit to show more of the timeline. So that will be in there too. Okay, so that's pretty much it on the updates right now. MuviToon Studios is coming along great. Once I get all the core features made, I will go back, add attachments for the faces and everything. And then right now, uh, well, wait a minute. There's some other things I want to tell you about. I'm going to give you I'm going to read to you my plans. This is the, let's see. Oh, okay, this is the roadmap that I got planned for right now. Right now, phase one, core MuviToon Studio, with the camera system, attachments, socket system, all that's already made. Okay, all the characters that you see already has an attachment sockets. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to do. I like the little alien. Now to get rid of the character, you just click on them and then push the delete button. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that screen and I'm going to bring up the character creator. Oh, wait a minute. Let's hide that. Let's move him. I don't have uh, all the movement, like the drag, the windows. I don't have all that in there yet, but I will. So let's go to, let's see. I'm going to do sunglasses. For right now, I only have one hair, but it's just a square. It's just a cube for testing to make sure it all works. But I got I got the glasses. So let's see if I can add the glasses to this character. Yep, there it is. Okay, so let me see if I got let me see. Uh, the rotation, the move up a little closer. Click on those glasses. All right, there it is. Right now, the way I got it going is just a test. I'm gonna make it. I'm like just like movies do. Once you add the attachments, it'll have a little window where you can adjust it back, forth, scale it up, down, or whatever. All that's going to be in there. But right now, I'm just worrying about getting the sockets to work. So the sockets work. So yeah, that was another thing I wanted to show you. I'll close that. Okay, so let's go back to reading you the roadmap studio. I mean, roadmap to MuviToon Studio. So phase one, core, the MuviToon Studio core system, which I already showed you most of it. Right now, I got to see. All right, so I already got the camera system working. I got the path movements working. I got the attachments working. So the character action walk, all that actions are working. I just got to create more animation clips and make more action buttons. That's easy. because that's already made. I just got to add more to it. So timeline system's good. So the next two core systems I need to make is the scene builder and record and rendering. So that's the next two core systems I'm going to create on that. I'm going to go ahead and read you phase two on the roadmap for it. So the next thing I'm going to do is the first one. Now this is something that MovieZoo hasn't included in their software. The thing of it is, it's not going to be the same software. It's going to be two different. It's going to be MovieToon and another software. Yes, you may have to buy it, but you may want this because it's something that MovieZoo um, doesn't have. So, and that is a separate app that will actually let you uh, create uh, attachment sockets to your character. I call this character builder application. So what you do is you create your own character in any software that you want. Uh, you can add its bones, rig it, and everything. I would suggest you let's see, what was that? Actor from Little Illusion. That works well. I tried it. It works well. So you can create your character model, have it rigged, get it rigged, and save it as a FBX because MovieToon is going to only accept FBX models. So everything, all the models that you see, basically everything is FBX. Excuse me. Basically everything is FBX. So animations are even FBX. It's only going to take FBX. Okay. So with the app, once you get your characters created, you can take that character creator app application builder, character builder, import your character in it, and then you'll have options to where you want your sockets to be. So what that does is it's like you do head socket. The head socket will be for all your attachments for your head. So you can do hand sockets. You can add feet sockets, leg sockets, knee sockets, torso sockets, waist sockets, back sockets. You can add a lot of sockets. Well, I'm going to give you a lot of options where you can add sockets to it. So that way you'll have a more, you'll be able to create a more selection of sockets for your characters. And then once you get that done, then you'll push, they'll have an import button to where it'll import your character into MovieToon. So, yeah, that is the next feature that will, uh, you know. So, and then let's see, what's the other one? Save socket data. That's going to be included in. Well, this this right here um, that I'm reading to you is everything for the character builder. So it's going to have add attached socket, save socket data, export to MovieToon ready characters, character validation tool. So that's phase two. Um, and then I got the future features, which dynamic bones, spring bones. Let's say like the superhero. I, so let's go back to characters. So I click the superhero, for example. He's got his cape. Right now, I'm still working on it. The cape has bones in it. Okay, so and right now it's stiff, so it don't have. So I mean, I haven't made that feature yet, but I probably will go ahead and add that into phase one because I want to do an animation once I get all the features. I want to do a quick little introduction animation once I get the main core features done. So it will have spring bones. So if you have a character that has clothing on it and you add little bones into the clothing, so the spring bones um, will move around with the character when they're whatever animation it's playing. That cape will move around like a cloth. And it, uh, Unity has a cloth feature, but um, I was looking at it and everything. Then I was comparing it with the spring bone uh, features that it would have. The spring bones would be a lot better. But if you remember with the cape with the superhero in the movie zoo, the cape kind of wants to like wrap around the character, stick to it, and it doesn't act right. And you can't make it flat. Okay. Well, I may end up doing like little animation clips for it. But then again, someone was telling me what I ought to do is create a wind system. The wind system would make the bones in the cape smooth and flat. So really, so I was looking into it and examples of other people what they got, and I'm pretty sure that I can do the script. It won't be hard at all. So, but that's later on. Once I get the core features done, then I will add that in there. And it will have spring bones. In other words, if you create a wind prop, place the wind prop in front of the character, and you'll have your character in flying position. So you'll have the wind prop in front of them, and you turn that wind prop on, and it will the cape will react to it and start flapping with the wind. So yeah, so that's something that Movie Zoo didn't have. I've already got it planned out. I've already did some example or test scripts, and it works. Believe me, it works. So Movie Zoo will have, well, not Movie Zoo. I keep confusing the two together. Well, so MuviToon will have a flapping cape, even a flag. Uh, let's say if you got your characters doing their laundry and they're hanging their laundry out on a laundry line with a little clips, and you put that wind prop in front of it, and you can. I'll have it where you can set the you know the width of how much uh, of the wind that you want. I'll have the speeds and all that. So yeah, that's my future feature that I'm going to add. Cloud generator, day and night system, and an ambient sounds texture creator, creator painter, which that's going to be. I'm not for sure if I'm going to add that feature into the movie tune or have a separate app. I'm not sure. If I do the separate app, I'll probably make that one free. Okay, so I haven't really come up with a price for MovieToon itself yet, but it won't be no more expensive than what MovieToon was. So, yeah. So those are my plans that I have after everything else is done. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this clip, this video on the update of MovieToon. If you do, like down the bottom, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you want to keep track of any updates of this upcoming uh, animation app, MovieToon Studios. Well, that's it, guys. I want to wish you a good day. If you have to work, be safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a blessed day.